Though Luna and Sam first connected over their love of rock music, their dates weren't always characterized by any intensive jam sessions on low-key nights when one or both of them were too tired to rock out. They were both content to spend the evening gaming, studying, and most of all cuddling. The two of them spent many a night in Luna's room spooning on the beanbag, exploring each other's bodies in privacy while a bent music radiated out from Luna's iPhone dock. This was one such night. Sam, as per usual, was the big spoon, and tonight she felt practically frisky. Her curious hands scouted out every corner of Luna's body, like the explorers venturing out to undiscovered world. It wasn't long enough before they started lingering in one particular body part. Contrary what you expect, it wasn't her hair, thighs, or her chest. It was her tummy. Sam spent a curious amount of time letting her fingers glide through Luna's midsection, poking it, rubbing it, and giving it an occasional tickle. Luna found it a bit odd, but decided to let it pass without comment, until Sam whispered the following comment in Luna's ear. "Someone's getting a little pudgy." That got Luna's attention. "Come again?" "You've got a little potbelly," she said, protruding Luna's gut. "Have you been smuggling cookies, you naughty girl?" "What is she talking about?" thought Luna. "I'm not getting fat, am I?" Luna was used to thinking of herself as skinny, good genes, and irregular exercise, and endowed her with the same slender build that her sisters and brother had. That said, it was the holiday season, when she treated herself to her fair share of Christmas ham, fudge, pudding, gingerbread man, and other treats. Could all of her snacking be catching up to her? Only one way to find out, Luna thought. She wriggled out of Sam's arms and ran up for the mirror. She pulled her shirt up and found, to her dismay, Sam was telling the truth. She exactly wasn't fat, but she had developed a punch of that hung down over her skirt. Her arms and legs were looking a little chunky too. "Oh geez," she muttered. "Guess I have been packing on the pounds lately." "Luna, it's okay," Sam said with a nervous chuckle as she got up off the beanbag. "I didn't mean to make you self-conscious. I was just teasing." I know, said Luna. "But you're right. I think maybe I should talk to Lynn about getting rid of this cookie dough." Sam giggled. "What's so funny?" Luna asked, looking back over her shoulder. "Oh, nothing," Sam said with a shrug. "It's just cute that you call it cookie dough. Makes you sound extra yummy." She slowly slid up to Luna, letting her hips sway as she walked. "And you know what else?" she asked, smirking. "I think it makes you look extra yummy, too." Luna blushed, flinching at Sam's remark. Sam had the uncanny ability to flip the cute story sultry in the blink of an eye, and Luna was always caught off guard when she did it. "What are you saying?" Luna asked, as if she couldn't figure it out herself. "I'm saying I've always liked girls who have a little, more to love." Sam reached around Luna's waist and grabbed a fistful of her tummy fat. "Nothing I like more than a fat-bottom girl. They make the rock and go world go round." Luna giggled, recognizing the reference. After her amusement subsided, she took another gaze into the mirror, looking at herself up and down. The longer she looked, the more she understood where Sam was coming from. The extra bit of chub in her cheeks that made her face cherub-like quality, and had her added poundage and blew her normally waffle-like physique with some level of curvaceousness. Her lips, thighs, definitely looked more pronounced. "You really think this makes me look cute?" asked Luna. "Mm-hmm," hummed Sam, as she continued to fondle her bow. Luna's mind began to wander as she turned her attention back towards the mirror. Now that she knew what she looked like with a little extra, she couldn't help but wonder how she looked with a little extra. What if her tummy and thighs were a bit thicker? What if I got even bigger? Sam let go of Luna and took a step back. "Bigger?" Luna turned around and gave Sam a sly smile, her eyes half idling. "I was going to talk to Lynn about losing his weight, but I'm wondering if I should just keep on gaining." She gave her belly a couple pats. "See how big and fluffy I can get." "Luna, no, I don't want that." Sam's smile dropped. A little second later, so did Luna's. Why not? Asked Luna, sounding a bit hurt. I thought you liked big girls. I do, but I. Sam sighed and clasped her hands in front of her, letting her guilty eyes linger on the floor for a few seconds. After a moment passed, she walked up to Luna and looked right in the eyes, gently joining her hands as she did so. I'll be honest, Luna. The idea of you getting bigger is a bit exciting to me, but I don't want you to change your body just for me. What really matters is that you have a body that you're happy with. A needle of doubt pierced Luna's heart as soon as she heard that, as she began to wonder whether her newfound appreciation for her body was unique. So, I want you to look in the mirror again and ask yourself what makes you feel attractive, said Sam. She spun Luna around and gave her a gentle push back towards the mirror. And know that I'll support you no matter what you decide. Luna would spend the next 5 minutes staring at the mirror, examining every corner of her body. To her relief, she had the thickness didn't look any less alluring than it did a moments prior. In fact, she was starting to notice curves popping in other areas, and most noticeably her chest and backside. That said, she was used to thinking herself as skinny, so this would be a perfect of an adjustment to her. If she decided to stick by it, which she wasn't so sure if it was a good idea, she'd get a hefty dose of teasing from her peers and siblings and probably a few lectures about her health. Was it worth it? She turned back towards Sam and gave her a shrug. I don't know. I think I'll need more time to think about this. That's fine too. A smile started at the back of Luna's face as she walked towards the other end of the room and let herself collapse back onto the beanbag. But for now, said Luna, I'm pretty okay with this. Sam grinned and snaked her body back into the beanbag, taking the spot right behind Luna. It didn't take long for Sam's greedy hands to start going to town, grabbing, kneading, and tickling Luna's belly's belly, all while she purred Luna's chubby cheeks with kisses. Sooner or later, Luna would have to decide whether she'd become comfortable taking the weight off or keeping some of it on, but for now she was content to lie down and let herself be adored. And that, my pretties, was Waxing Moon, a Loud House fanfiction written by MrTyeDye. Now, my final thoughts on this story. I really enjoyed this story. This was a really awesome story. It's really well done. I personally really enjoyed it. I thought it was really neat and well made. I personally really found a lot of enjoyability of this. So, yeah, pardon me about that. I'm having hiccups right now. So I personally really do thought this was a really good story. I like the concept of it. And I do really enjoy, the message it gives out is basically, love yourself for who you are. Don't need to change yourself for whatever for reason. I mean, yeah, I personally really thought this was a really good story, and I do really enjoy this a whole lot. So it is on fanfiction.net, so I'll give a link in description for any of you guys who want to go follow this story or, read this story. It's pretty good. And I do want to give out a shout out to MrTyeDye for, writing this story. This was definitely a really good one. I personally enjoyed it a lot. I personally definitely have to say the grammar is good, sentence structuring is good. Everything about this story was just a really amazing, really well done story. I personally enjoyed it a whole lot. So, I mean, there were a few grammatical errors, I will admit, but other than that, this was a pretty good story. I personally enjoyed this a lot. I thought it was really neat and well done. So, anyways, with that being the case and with that being said, is there anything that I did not like about this story? Well, no, there isn't anything that I didn't like about it. There's nothing that I didn't like about the story. I just love the story in general. I thought it was really neat and well done. It's it's really good. Like I like, these Loud House stories, with characters being shipped like Luna and Sam, for example. That's a really amazing story. I personally really enjoyed it a whole lot. I thought it was really well done and stuff. So, I guess with that being the case and with that being said, like I'm always going to say, I'm just going to sit here and say right now that this is simply my own personal opinion, and if you happen to disagree with it, that's perfectly fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions in regards to these stories. This is just simply my own personal thoughts. I'm going to give this story a 10 out of 10. It's a really fantastic story. It's really well done. It's amazing. You definitely will not be disappointed. It's just a really good story. Now, I definitely do have to say I haven't read any Loud House stories in quite a while because I've been busy in that. So I'm going to have to try and see if I can find some more Loud House stories that I personally enjoy. Now, anyways, I guess with that being the case and with that being said, yeah, what did you guys personally think of this story? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. As always, I'm Shadow the Lion Queen. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you enjoyed this channel, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell for notifications to when I upload, so that way you guys will not miss an upload. As always, if you guys want to go follow me on Blue Sky, follow me on Twitter, follow me on DeviantArt, as well as follow me on my backup channel known as MrTyeDye, as links to all those will be in the About page section, so you guys can go follow me on there if you're interested. As always, I do have to say, this is on fanfiction.net, so if you guys want to, go follow me on there, you are more than welcome to do so, but it's literally up to you. So, yeah. Anyways, with that being said, and that being the case, I'll be catching you all in the next video. Peace out, and like always, roll the outro, because I'm out. What's up, my pretties? It's the Lion Queen here. I want to appreciate you all for tuning into this video, and I do appreciate you guys supporting my video by giving this video likes and stuff. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're new, ring the bell for notifications to when I upload, so that way you guys will get updated for whenever I upload. If you want to follow me on Twitter or DeviantArt, feel free to leave a follow on those if you are interested in following me on those socials. If you want to support my backup channel, known as MrTyeDye, feel free to subscribe to it, as a link to that will also be in the About page section. And with that being said, and that being the case, thank you so much for watching, my pretties, and as always, stay pretty.